We've covered 4 of the 5 new EX cards so far. The last one certainly ain't least. Jumpluff is a very unique EX. With 160 HP, Breeze by attack deals 70 damage for 1 colorless energy. After the attack resolves, you're given the option to swap Jumpluff out for another Pokemon in your bench. We've actually seen an attack like this before. Tapu Koko's Volt Switch seems like an identical attack at first, except it costs 3 energy, and unlike Jumpluff, Tapu Koko does not give you the option to remain in the active slot. Tapu Koko is a non-EX basic. Jumpluff is an EX Stage 2 evolution, which explains why she's capable of a much cheaper, superior version of this attack. And man, this attack is fun. Hitting the enemy for 70 to then deny them retaliation by hiding behind an ally feels extremely trolly. Jumpluff embodies a playstyle that builds up frustration for the opponent and pure joy for you. Because Breeze by attack can be activated with any energy type, Jumpluff can team up with pretty much anyone. Today's deck embraces the hit and run playstyle. We strike with Jumpluff, defend with Pyukumuku. As energy efficient as Jumpluff's attack is, capping out at 70 can leave us hungry for more damage. That's where Pyukumuku's ability comes in. Innards Out activates once Pyukumuku is knocked out by an opponent's attack, dealing 50 damage to the aggressor. Add a Rocky Helmet to the mix and we'll be dealing 70 total damage in retaliation, leaving the majority of Pokemon at range for Jumpluff to strike for the finish. Given the nature of our deck, it's crucial for us to complete Jumpluff's evolution early. Pokemon communication and Iono helps us in this regard. A full set of Cyrus is mandatory here, denying our opponent's retreat. We can hit and hide. Our opponents are not allowed to do that. With this deck, you'll slowly but surely wear down your opponent's Pokemon with your hit and run tactic, striking hard and fast with Jumpluff as you hide behind a landmine. Pyukumuku's cheap retreat cost allows you to pivot right back into Jumpluff and repeat. Jumpluff is ridiculously fun. While Pyukumuku has always been relatively playable, this new EX provides the water type with the role it was destined for. What Pokemon should hit the ground next? Leave a comment down below and we'll see what we can do. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. We post Pokemon Pocket decks here daily. Have a solid day, enjoy the games, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Here we go. Let's U-turn. All over them. Water is our first enemy. We got a pretty promising hand here with double rare candy and a Pyukumuku lead, so we can start sprinkling water all over them. Effective immediately. And we got that Rocky Helmet too. All right. There's the Jumpluff. Let's go for the Professor's Research, which is gotta find... what was your name again? Oh no, I'm gonna jinx it by doing this. Hoppip. Hoppip, exactly. Drop that. Rocky Helmet. Sprinkle water. Keeping the other Rocky Helmet for the second Pyukumuku that we wish to find here. Oh, okay. All right. Rocky Helmet is annoying. I mean, that's why we play Guzma, right? We really want to deal with... that. Let's go ahead and rare candy into you. I am compelled to play Rocky Helmet in case they Cyrus me. In case they Cyrus me. We pivot into Jumpluff. And we just breeze by. For that 70 damage and that U-turn effect. Bringing out Pyukumuku again. Okay, so no, and the thing is, if they kill Pyukumuku here, then their Suicune goes down. They've already played Professor's Research, so they can't actually attack it. Because of Pyukumuku's retreat cost, I can just pivot right back into it if they don't attack it. That's why these two Pokemon work so well together. Like the one retreat cost from Pyukumuku is super, super key here. And they're just spreading out, which makes sense. We are quite simply gonna pivot right out. Though we taken quite a bit of damage from the Rocky Helmet, so it's not a flawless opener for us. But we get to knock out Suicune while preserving Jumpluff. Their second Suicune can max out at 80 damage. A second Rocky Helmet would be annoying, but it is a Slowking deck, so they got all the tools there. No Cyrus or Sabrina. They're just drawing. They're just drawing, and that's it. Checkmate. They need a Giant Cape, which is likely, but if they don't have it, as soon as they attack me, like, they take 70 damage, which puts them at range. And that's just the power of this Pokemon combination right there. Suicune down. Clean. Let's go for another one. Round 2. Don't mind if I do. Blue again. And the same. Pyukumuku lead right there with the rare candy in hand. And the Rocky Helmet. Red allowing us to deal extra damage. Gotta watch out for Greninja though. We play double Cyrus. As soon as we get a hit off on this Froakie, we can target it. There's the Mantike double Froakie lead and Suicune. But they don't get the draw immediately, which is really nice. 2 out of 3 times. This is Hoppip. And indeed it is. We want to drop it because we have that rare candy and the Pokemon communication. We're going to put that Rocky Helmet onto you. And we're ready to sprinkle water all over you. Building up the Suicune with the pivot. They can pivot into Suicune immediately and go for a hit. A Sabrina, I mean, they're likely to play Cyrus, right? And not Sabrina. Do we go for the Cyrus here? The Cyrus makes sense here. It should be a good finisher for us. It's kind of risky, but Rare Candy, Greninja, Cyrus is unlikely. And I have a Pokemon communication that I have to believe in, so I'm gonna go for the Sprinkle Water. Damage this Mantike. And they go in. But we need that Jumpluff. We have Pokemon communication to help us get it. But there's a lot of top decks that could go south here. We haven't picked up a single Professor's Research, though. This thing is at range. Thanks to the Rocky Helmet, this Suicune is at range. Come on. Jumpluff, come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Yes! Let's get it. I believe. Okay, we got a Pokemon communication. What are the odds here? 50%. I'll take it. I'll take it, I believe. Jumpluff! GG no re. Easy. With that Cyrus ready. Beautiful. Back to back. 2 Suicunes down, baby. Round 3. Against Darkness, something a little bit different, as we got Hoppip into Skiploom. So we just gotta find Pyukumuku. And we can knock this out. We can indeed knock this out. So they played Tyroke with Weavile, which makes a lot of sense. They got quite the opener. double Tyrogue into Darkrai. Okay. So we either draw a Pokemon or we quite simply die. And I'm not a fan of dying, so hopefully we can avoid that. We gotta do this. That is actually good for us because yeah, that helps me find Pikamuku. There we go. The other draws are not so great, but finding Pikamuku is really, really important here. They evolve into Weavile, and that seals their fate because now I have an EX target. To which I can retaliate. And with double Pikamuku, I protect against Sabrina, only left vulnerable to Cyrus. And because of my Rocky Helmet, unless they have healing, they leave Weavile at range. Thanks to a super effective hit. Okay, they have a giant cape. I have Guzma. And Pokemon Center Lady, but no Cyrus then. No Cyrus then, you're dead. I think I need to remind them what super effective means. So let's do just that. GG no read. Yeah, why not? Swap around. Omega lol. Clean. Yeah, that's one of the issues with combining Pokemon like Tyrogue with Weavile and Darkrai. And just babies in general with a deck that's heavy on EX Pokemon. The moment you knock out the baby, then all you gotta do is clear one of the EX Pokemon. And a lineup that runs double Cyrus is something you're incredibly vulnerable to. The typing advantage also helps. Okay, going second. Water again. In order to play around a turn 1 red card, which could definitely happen, Suicune players love to play it. I'm going to drop that hop immediately as we see a Cleffa. Poliwrath, but with Cleffa. So they want to complete the Politoed, but that means they're going dual energy, which I personally don't like. Because Poliwrath, you know, excels at being a fast attacker, and with requiring two different sources, like you want to play him with Mantike, right? But they're taking the Cleffa route. Let's see how this works. We still need pieces for Jumpluff to be ready, but we can put this Rocky Helmet in. And begin sprinkling. I want to see that professor's research though, so we can find our pieces. This is the Poly world that you should be playing if you're playing Mantike. They play Misty. Yeah, okay, that. My intrigue just went out the window. Okay, there's a second Pikamuku. We definitely want to keep that there. Place the energy on you. Not put the second Rocky Helmet because they could have a Guzma. And I mean, they play Misty, so the odds of them playing Guzma are not that great. Using Cyrus just to kill off this Cleffa feels unnecessary. I'm just gonna sprinkle on it again. For now, they're only rolling water. Let's see where that fighting type energy comes in. There it is. Okay, so it arrives in time for them. And they have Pokemon. They play Pokemon Communication. No, they play a Pokeball. Because otherwise, Pokemon Communication can't be played if you have no Pokemon in hand. And they're okay. So they have all the Pokemon. There's the rare candy. There it is. I'm gonna go ahead and get that kill. And again, not playing both Rocky Helmets. Even though Sabrina could be a thing, I think Guzma is more likely to... It just punishes us harder, I think. So they definitely have Poliwrath. There's no way they don't have it. Like, they drew all their Pokemon. Hydro Knuckle in. Massive swing back from Pikumuku combined with Rocky Helmet, but I really need to find that Jumpluff so I'm not vulnerable to a Sabrina and I can start actually hitting this thing harder. So now's the turn to get it. Come on. No, that ain't it. That ain't it. We have Pokemon Communication, so the question is, like, what do we play around, right? Sabrina, or, I mean, they play Misty, so I'm not gonna play around Sabrina. Because if they Sabrina me anyways, I'm kind of dead regardless. So I'm just gonna sprinkle on them. And keep this Hoppip because I do play one Pokemon Communication, so it enhances my chances of finding Jumpluff slightly. So that's what I'm gonna play towards. They rare candy into the Politoed, okay. They go for the Pokemon Center Lady, but this is still gonna hurt. They're still at range. They are still at range. I do need to find that Jumpluff though. This is the moment to draw. I mean, I haven't drawn a single Professor's Research. Like, there's so much stuff that leads to it. But they are definitely still at range. For Jumpluff to finish. Come on. Ah, you're kidding me, bro. They managed to complete 2 stage 2 evolutions. Given that they had Cleffa, right? They even left already. Like, they know they won and they just disconnected because they know it's over. It is what it is. I cry every time. Sometimes you just don't draw it. Well, we bricked. Salty run back. Here we go. Water. It's just water all day. Now we do have it. Now we actually have it immediately. I know I'm gonna regret like not equipping this. Like, I'm gonna get red carded. I feel it. I feel it. Crawdont is actually useless against me. Okay, they're bringing Gyarados. All right, well. Now I do want to play it. Because they're likely to hit me in retaliation. I wonder if this red could be an I-O-No, to be honest. I think this red could be an I-O-No. I think I'm actually going to make that change in the middle of the recording session because I think it's, what we've learned is, you know, it definitely, because I play test these decks, right? But I make a lot of decks, so sometimes I just don't, there's like one card that's off and I just don't happen to play into it. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a draw. Okay. So, given that they rolled 6 heads, could they just, like, not have a Sabrina or a Cyrus? Okay. Okay. So they play Gyarados with, and they just completely rely on Misty enabling their attackers, because they're pairing a Pokemon that requires 4 energy with one that requires 3. And they have Manaphy. Okay, that makes sense. And Holy Cyrus. Miley Cyrus. I need to... What do we do here? I mean, this is the turn to Cyrus them. If they didn't have it last turn, they need to top deck it now. And with elemental switches and Misties, I just don't think that's the case. So I'm gonna get rid of that massive threat instead of drawing. And you turn right out, but I'm definitely taking out this red for Iono. Definitely gonna make that switch. The problem is we're still at range for Crawdon to kill us, so if they top deck into like... Long. Okay. Yeah, that's a greedy combination. Like, I get the point of it, but that's just so greedy. But hey, at least they're cooking. At least they're trying something new, so you gotta give them credit for that. But my boy Pyukumuku has sealed it. And we're taking this red the hell out of this deck. We need Iono. Iono would have been so much better that... We need to have that ability to reshuffle our hand and find our pieces, you know, because if we don't get Jumpluff online, nothing happens. And now our deck is complete. Because Redwood ain't doing shit. And now with Iono, we can more consistently set up our board as we face off against Guzord. 2 out of 3 times, this Pokeball will be... I'm gonna go for the research first though, because I have Pokemon Communication in hand. So I actually do want to find more basics. And we find the Jumpluff anyways. 2 out of 3 times, this is a Hoppip. But we get a Pyukumuku instead. And you know what? I'm gonna drop it. Because we always need 2 Pyukumukus anyways. It's part of our game plan. Now we can use Pokemon Communication if we pick up like a second Jumpluff or the Stage 1 evolution, which is called Skiploom. If we draw into Skiploom, we can Pokemon Communication. I'm gonna research first. And there we go. We can Guzma next turn. Unless they attack our hand, which I hope they don't do. They actually do not swing into us. And we got the pretty Jumpluff. Beautiful. Beautiful. Perfection. Pivot into you. Guzma that poison barb away. Ain't nobody got time for that. Breeze by with our attack. We got that super effective coverage, which I totally did not forget about. And bring back the Rocky Helmet PegaMogwai to the front. This shit's fun, man. Like, I hit you, then I run away. I love it. I love U-turn. Like in competitive Pokemon, I still believe U-turn is the best move in the game. U-turn, Volt Switch. Volt Switch is a little bit worse because ground types are immune to it. But designing U-turn team. Oh, yeah, that's it. Omega, lol. Easiest game of my career. And for the, I'm gonna kill this, and it's still gonna ask me to switch. And, you know, for the intro, I'm gonna do it. We didn't really draw into I.N.O. or anything, but we found all of our pieces. Gotta love those games where you draw back-to-back Professor's Research. That's true Pokemon Pocket. All right. What about now? Darkness again. There's my boy. Ready. Double Sires in hand. A little bit excessive early, but you know, it's nice to have it. Pokeball gonna lead us into a hopefully Hoppip. And I'm gonna resort to the Pokeball before I research here, just because of the odds. Even though I get another PegaMogwai, that always happens. Now things are a little bit iffier, but who knows? We could just find exactly everything that we need to find. And now all we need is another Pokemon to find Jumpluff. Just no Rocky Helmet, so I can chip away at you. I'm gonna place the Rocky Helmet here. And I'm gonna sprinkle. Obviously aiming to pivot. Ideally into Jumpluff though. We gotta find it though. They go for the Guzma, okay. I got a cooler Guzma. Yeah, just saying. Okay. Rare candy? Just rare candy. There's the I.N.O. though. So do we go for it? We played one Professor's Research, so we have one left. I'm gonna go for it. Because if we were able to do this. Okay. We need that rare candy. As simple as that. And we need to pivot there because otherwise they can just ping us and then Sabrina us for the win. I went for the I.N.O. there because I still have one Professor's Research in the deck, so if I top deck the Professor's Research, I can get away with it. The problem is, like, this Pokemon just dies to a ping, so I really need to find this rare candy. Otherwise, we're screwed. Otherwise, we're absolutely screwed here. Not even rare candy. Also, like, what also works is the stage 1. The Skiploom. I need to find the Skiploom as well. That also works. Come on. Skiploom or rare candy, one of the two. Come on. Ah! There we go! Clutch! Absolutely clutch. Are you kidding me? Holy, okay. Okay, we're back in it. We are absolutely back in it. The X speed. The problem is, okay, so the problem with this, if they kill it with Zubat, it doesn't take the hit, but I mean, we kill it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They're gonna bring the Nihilego in, and, wait, what? And a Giant Cape. Oh, we got the counter. We got the Guzma, the superior Guzma, ladies and gentlemen. This game is over. Monkey see, monkey do. Jumpluff is done with you. Oof, clutch. Clutch as hell. Oh man, if I mean, to be fair, like it was a rare candy or the Skiploom. Top decks right there. I think red card in the end may have helped me. And you know, I don't know, just allowed me to reshuffle, so it definitely contributed. All right. Well, that was a match. That was a match. That is Jumpluff EX, ladies and gentlemen. Really fun deck. I think the Iono definitely helps it with its consistency because, you know, the biggest issue with this deck is finding all pieces, right? But once you have that board state with double Pikumuku and one Jumpluff EX, it seems like 70 damage is not much, but with the Rocky Helmet Pikumuku combination, you just deal so much damage, and double Cyrus really helps you seal it. I really like this EX design. I think it's very, very nice. It feels very different. I just wish the attack would have been called U-turn, to be honest. Like, I don't know. This is not like, they use a lot of names that don't really exist in the games, and I don't know why they don't just go, because this thing learns U-turn. And this is a U-turn attack, and it's a bug type move, so it makes sense for it to be colorless energy. So I'm kind of triggered by the fact that it's called something different. I just don't know why that is the case. The art is beautiful, by the way. I just can't stop looking at it. It reminds me of, like, for some reason, it reminds me of Made in the Abyss. It's an anime. I couldn't really finish it because it's got some things going on that disturb me a little bit. I'm not gonna delve deeper into it, but I think the author has some things going on in his head, and I just don't. There was some panels that I was reading that was just like, what the fuck is this? And I'm going on a tangent. Love ya. Have a soul day. I'm just talking about random shit. Fun stuff though. Love you. Have a soul day. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the games, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.